Hey everyone, I'm Dahlia Beckford. Bold, sometimes brash, and since I'm the CEO of Broadtail Design, I consider myself Broadtail beautiful. It's time we make the conversations we have as women open, honest, and authentic as we navigate living our best lives. Join me as I have intimate conversations with women of all sizes, shapes, and confidence levels as we explore being Broadtail. Hey Broadtails, how are you? So this week, my guest is no stranger to TV. She's not a stranger to radio. She's not a stranger to film. We've seen her almost all my life, and we're going to talk about that. She is the wonderful lady with one holy paroles. She's Dahlia Harris. Dahlia, how you do?
I am good.
Yeah?
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, I was very happy when you told me that you would talk to me because I've been wanting to have this type of conversation with you for a very long time.
I lie you.
Yes. But you like Appleton?
I do.
Which one is your favorite?
The VX, because it's smooth. But Appleton with anything's great for me.
All right, so we have Reserve, which is my favorite.
Oh.
So do you want
No,
some?
but you see now, you're gone up budget. You're but you're like up
yeah, girl,
budget.
we're hot.
The Reserve is very smooth. You see, you can neat her on the rocks and them kind of things.
Yeah, we don't really need Trisha.
There we go.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Because we want to keep the
Cheers,
conversations authentic. So just in case.
Well.
Cheers.
Well.
All right, Dahlia, I have so many things to talk to you about. But when I was Googling you, because I thought I didn't know enough, I realized that you won the Miss Festival Queen, which is a big deal here in Jamaica, in 1990.
Yes.
And I was in grade 1.
Yes.
There was something that happened on that stage with your talent. I want you to tell me because it's going to open up the conversation about how innovative you are. Tell me about your talent piece for the 1990 Miss Festival Queen.
So well, first of all, I was contestant number 13. And for talent, they called me up as number 12. So I wasn't even prepared to go. I had on one foot of the pants was rolled up. I had a towel in my back pocket, which is on the video. And I was just there chilling out. And then I heard, Miss St. Catherine. I said, no, on me, on my time. But I ran up on the stage anyway. So I was doing a dub poem fashioned of Muta Barukas, Give Me This. And I had drums on cassette. 1990.
I don't really know about that.
Had the drums on cassette. But there was a live band, but I didn't rehearse with the band. So when I said, come down my selector, which was the cue for the cassette to be played, but now it's like this band just start playing one rhythm.
As in the band?
The band.
Not the cassette?
No, the band just start playing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, give me minutes. And I just start DJing with the band because at that point, I was halfway through the talent. I mean, what was I going to say? Stop playing, and are you? So I just freestyled it.
And you won?
Most talented, yeah.
And it wasn't your time, and I never really your talent the way you planned it.
No.
And how did you, like this whole thing of just being on stage and being able to innovate while you're there, how did you know that this is what you wanted to get into? Because you're a cultural and creative arts entrepreneur. You do it all. You script write, you produce, you direct, you're an actress. How did you know that this is the field that you wanted to get into?
I don't know if there's ever a time that I wasn't doing this. At church, at school at age 4, we were all entering the Festival of the Arts. I was doing dance, I was doing music, I was doing drama. My mother is a big cultural advocate. So vice principal at the school, eventual principal, but the costume them for the clothes for the festival was sewn at my house. The teacher them come and everybody has sewn.
Your mother make them?
Yeah. And the teachers at the school. What? 4-H thing, everybody come, them and make yam wine, them and do this, them and do that. So I don't know if people ask me, I don't know if I can ever find like a single point in my life that I've said, oh, this is what I want to do. This is always what I've done. This has just always been me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I know that even when I was smaller, who we used to see on TV were always the slender ladies or average sized, not very tall or very wide. You're full figured. You're not only curvy, you're very tall. So I'm thinking that at that time, you probably never fit into what you sip on TV or what you saw on stages. How was that different for you, or you were just doing it?
I never saw myself as being on TV. And that's something I like to share with kids every time. I said to them, when you dream, don't limit your dreams based on experience. Because if you ask me, I would have never seen myself on television. But I played a lot of sport. And I managed sports teams. And that's how I met the sports department. And Ed Barnes from JBC at the time said, you know, you seem pretty knowledgeable of it. You speak well. Would you like to do sports journalism? I was like, yeah, what? I get to go to work and do sports. And that's really how I entered into the area of sports. You know, I auditioned to work on air, did the 10 o'clock in the night things and the covering of the events. And that's really how I got there. I never at any time saw myself as being someone who could be on air.
A few mornings a week, you're on TVJ on Smile Jamaica.
Yeah.
And what I really love about the fact that you're there is that you seem like that's your comfortable place.
Yeah.
Because even when some other guests come on the show, and sometimes it's TV, so you see when somebody uncomfortable, you're always very comfortable in your skin when you're on the TV or even in our homes through radio. How did you get to the point where you're so comfortable with yourself?
I think my mother has a lot to do with that, and my sisters, you know. I've never grown up in an environment where I've ever thought I had to be uncomfortable. In fact, when people try to make me uncomfortable, sometimes I'm offended, but sometimes I'm amused by it, because I see it as them kind of reflecting their own issues onto me and their own inhibitions. Just last week, I said to someone, I had a manager, very, very petite and very skinny. And she had a real problem with thick girls being on television.
Wow. We're still having that?
Yeah, man, a real problem.
Okay.
I was told I was not fit for TV after decades of being on TV.
What does that even mean? You're not fit for TV? Well, you're not fitting at the square at the TV?
Well, you know,
you're not fitting at the camera for TV?
Listen, I said to people, when people say stuff to me, I try to first see who it's coming from. And for me, I said, she's tried so hard to be skinny and to be petite so that people will say she is attractive. That for us to not put in that effort and still be attractive is very offensive to her. And that's how I looked at it. That girl, because you're skinny and you're petite and you work so hard for people to accept you, you are offended that people just take me for who I am. So it's cool. I see where it's coming from. So it's her
problem, not ours.
No, that's not my...
Not our issue.
I'm like, this is not my issue. You got to deal with your issue. I'm good. And move on. So sometimes we have to really see who is the messenger, where it come from.
Yeah. That's so true. Now listen, my mother, it would be remiss of me not to tell you that we were hooked on ring games.
Hey.
Completely hooked on ring games with you and Dee Burns and me. It's a Latisha fan. I'm sorry. I know Latisha didn't cause enough problems, but I'm a Latisha fan. But what dawned on me is that for a lot of your productions, Thicker Than Water, which I saw, ring games, even with Love and Dancehall, that's the last one that I saw from you. You oftentimes script yourself into roles. Was this because there were a lack of roles? Was it because you weren't getting the types of roles that you wanted? Or just naturally you were making plays that fit your personality?
It's a little bit of both. There was a point when I said to one of my friends, I realized that a lot of the work that I'm getting is for people 60 and over. And I was like, but if them already cast me at 60, then 10 years from now, 70...
By 80,
then in a while I won't get any work.
Right.
And I kept having a conversation and I kept saying to them, you know, you guys underestimate the Jamaican audience. You feel like people have to be a particular size or people have to have a particular look. And I feel like if the story is powerful enough, people will just love the story. Just be a great actor and people will love the story that you're telling. And so for me, it was important to write those scripts and be a part of it. That I happen to fall into a lot. So I don't write them for a big girl. I just write a character. And then as an actress, I just do the role. I don't even bother think about, oh, this person is a big girl, this person. That's how I do it.
The Globe is right now mourning the fact that Cicely Tyson died.
Yeah.
I really wanted her to make the 100 mark.
Yeah.
But one thing about her that I read is that, you know, world over, Black people have suffered a lot in our different industries trying to advance.
Yeah.
But we still do, and we're resilient when we do it. But she made a decision not to take certain roles because they were demeaning or the fact that they didn't stand up to her own ethics. And was this also something that you considered in the roles that you wrote for other women or even for yourself? Absolutely.
And I mean, I find that the female perspective and the female voice, it's different and it's important. And so we can't tell Jamaican stories and not hear the female voice because it's coming from a different place, you know? And I remember doing a reading once for a play. And at the end of it, I said to the producer, I'm not comfortable with the way the script is framed because there was a sexual assault. And I said, I don't know, this can almost be misconstrued like we're glorifying the rapist. And I don't feel comfortable being in a play that's going to glorify a rapist. And, you know, he said, you know, this is theater and this is art. And if you're a thespian, it shouldn't be a problem. And I said, no, man, it has to be a problem because what is a thespian but someone who uses the talent that you have to express life and society and to make things better. So you can be the rapist in the show, but what is the story saying?
Exactly.
You know? And so I was like, I'm good. I'm going to sit this one out.
Okay.
Because I didn't like it. And I feel I'm a big fan of African film. And I'm a big fan of African film because when I watch African film, I get a sense of their culture and their beliefs and their values. I get a sense of their personality. Them act big. If them argue, them say, you know, them have a thing where you talk. I mean, where your audience, you know, here. So I find that a lot of what we do as Jamaican actors, I guess because we're so close to Hollywood, is we want to be Hollywood.
Yeah. We keep it so sanitized that we forget our part of the culture.
And yeah, I know acting, there are parts of it that you're gonna, you know, internalize and you're gonna, but I want to see something that I see Jamaican-ness because that's what people love.
Yeah.
If they're gonna watch a Jamaican film,
there are certain things they want to see.
Them want to see certain things. So, you know, for me, I feel that kind of Jamaican aesthetic, not just as Black actors, but as Jamaican actors, is something that we have to come to terms with in the work that we do.
In the many roles that you have, you're also the co-franchise owner of the Miss Jamaica World, yes? And I remember when Zosie from South Africa won, I think it was 2019, the Miss Universe, I believe she won. And you were talking about it on Smile Jamaica because a lot of persons were very excited for the fact that she wore a natural hair and it was short, it was kinky. But you said something very important to me because I'm all into body positivity, is that, yes, we're very happy that she won. We're very happy that we're moving to natural hair and we can see women as beautiful in their various forms. But there's still no full-figured bodies on that stage.
Yeah.
Is it that we've been marketing it for a certain type of woman? Are you trying to change that with being co-franchise owner here in Jamaica?
Well, one of the things with Miss Jamaica World, well, at least my experience is that we have never said there's a limitation when you come to us. We've just said, this is the competition. It's open to women at a particular age group. Come. And I found that maybe like the first year that Aston and Western took over, we had a lot of girls with natural hair. And people were amazed that they don't have so much girls with natural hair. So I feel like if we create an environment, people will come. I don't have a problem with a full-figured girl participating in Miss Jamaica World. I don't. In fact, I remember last year, in 2019, they said in the paper that we had removed the swimwear section. A very funny thing happened. The swimwear section removal had nothing to do with me. Aston and Weston as two men, and who read the Miss World rules, because Miss World has taken out the swimwear section for years.
Yeah.
And they were like, why do we still have it if it's not a thing at the international level?
Why we still have
when Julia Morley has said, are we going to judge girls by how many more inches one hip is from one bottom? But then when it came back, when I took over as co-franchisee to say it had been removed, they all thought it was me. There was a big thing in the paper, and the comments, when I read the comment section, Dahlia Harris wanted Miss Jamaica World Festival Queen. And Dahlia Harris took out the swimwear. And Dahlia Harris, and I just sat and watched it going. And then somebody said to me, I think it was some interview, why did you remove the swimwear? And I said, that was done by two men.
Wow.
But now y'all think I removed it. And it's
Which
funny.
shows the type of stereotype that women have.
And I said, all the Miss World aficionados, none of you don't know that they don't judge swimwear at the Miss World level after
and we watch
6 years ago.
We watch
6 years ago, and then I said, when he's such an aficionado. So it tells you, just where the mindsets are. But Julia Morley, I have to tell you, beauty with a purpose is absolutely near and dear to her heart. It's a major legacy of Miss World. And I feel that that's one of the things. Yes, we want beauty. We need beauty, but what are you using that beauty to What's the platform that you're creating?
Yeah, and you and I were having a little conversation before where we said that beauty is it's different things to different people.
Correct.
Because in some societies, you have to have enough weight and probably have bald head. Or maybe in some other societies, you have to small and short and your foot have to small to be beautiful. So the purpose part is what is real, the weight is carried on.
Absolutely. And if you're going to represent the globe, it's Miss World.
And be relevant.
And be relevant. I think that's one of the things that she's recognized, that if you're saying that you're representing the globe, then you're representing people from different cultures, different walks of life, different beliefs, different value systems. But one of the things that we all should hold there is our love for humanity and how can we help the vulnerable and those who need help.
You touch on criticism and you give us the example of the Miss World. But I'm sure being on TV and on radio, writing scripts and plays, being in a male-dominated industry when it comes to being at the head of it. Because the women are there. We're always there. But when it comes to the script writing and the producing and directing, you mostly see men getting the shine. How have you dealt and still remain confident that this is where you're supposed to be with the types of criticism that may come your way?
Well, I don't know. Criticism. I'm just have a way for process criticism, Listen, if you allow criticism to stop you, you wouldn't even get out of your bed.
It's true.
I mean, somebody wrote, Dahlia Harris has something coming on, and somebody said she can't act. She can't act. She can't write.
But you have enough award for act though.
So yeah, and and then it was like, you guys need to go and look at American actors because American actors can act. And I commented and I said, sir, I always have to forgive people who come from a place of ignorance. Because a lot of those actors you see in Hollywood films are British, are Australian. They're from are African. They're from all over the world. So back up a little bit and get a little knowledge before you come at me.
Yeah.
If you follow people, I tell you, you're not gonna wait. And so you just have to do what makes you happy. I write scripts that intrigue me. Like, I was at a function on Friday and it was about domestic violence and gender-based violence. And listen to the stories. And just listening, a play was just unfolding in my head. And that's how I write.
Okay.
I write about people and circumstances and can I make it better? And as long as I'm doing that, and people who watch tell me that it makes a difference, I'm good.
Nice.
I'm good.
I like it. What advice would you give to your 20-year-old self? So this is right after you win Festival Queen. Yeah. What would you tell that person from your perspective now?
To dream big. To dream big. Not to limit myself in terms of what I feel I could accomplish. I didn't even think I could win Festival Queen.
Yeah?
No, I ended up in a Festival Queen by a total mistake.
What?
Buck up. A family friend entered the year before for St. Catherine, Spanish Town, and then St. Catherine, and we were with her all the way. And then she come the following year and she said, I think they had like 9 people and they wanted one more to make 10. Because
it's a night round complete
and
number.
And she said, we have sponsor come. And I said, all right, me I gotta go.
And end up win.
Yeah. But to see where I am coming from at 20 to where I am now, I would say to everybody, just dream big and believe that it can happen and work hard.
Yeah.
Work hard for it. And I dreamt I'd be on the stage acting with Oliver Samuel.
Right.
And that happened as a buck-up too. Them was doing a play with people who they thought were popular. And because I was on TV, I went in it.
I like what you said they thought were popular.
Yes, them choose the people, them. It's Jambiz. It was me, Paul and Porter, Judy Bodley, Jerry McDaniel, you know. So I don't even know if they thought they knew I could act. And we did the show, and then having done the show, then they kept me on to do Oliver's Posse with Oliver Samuels, and it's just...
And that was a hit.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Absolutely.
Still, I watch it on YouTube.
And then it's just been but for me, if I told you that being an actress on stage with them and writing shows for television was ever something I thought I could do, I would tell you no.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your favorite body part?
My chest.
Hey!
My chest.
Whoa.
My chest.
You know, that's my least favorite.
Why?
Because, well, from my breast pop it drop. It never get stiff. I mean, I want stiff breasts.
That's what bras are for.
Yeah, but I want upon the no bra team, like the T backside boob, just out in these streets, you know.
You have to go use tape.
I have enough tape.
No, yeah, them have things with them something there. Don't worry yourself, but them have things with them something there.
Why do you love your chest? We love your breast.
Why do I love my chest? You know, I don't know, maybe come to think of it, it speaks to my confidence, I guess. Shoulders back, chest out.
Yes, I like it.
Yeah, and it distracts from my side belly. So I love it.
You like it?
Yeah.
It look good. It's a going. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Bold.
Yeah, man.
Why you love red?
Powerful red. Me don't know why I love it, but me just love red. I think you ever people say put on your power suit, come in your red suit. But from as a kid, I love red. I just love
red.
Yeah, I love red.
And now I want you to give advice to that girl or boy that wants to get into film, wants to do the arts, wants to be on TV, wants to succeed. What advice would you give them in the time that we're living in? Because we're living in very novel times, coronavirus, a lot of things happening in the world in terms of racism. There's just a lot happening socially and culturally. What advice would you give?
It's the most exciting time for people who want to get into film and television. And I tell young people this because there was a time if you wanted to be seen or heard en masse, you have to go through the main stations to do it.
Traditional
now, if you
media.
have a phone and an Instagram page, you're good to go.
TikTok.
All right, TikTok or YouTube. But you have to be serious about it. I find a lot of them come and them say,
feel like everything can go viral.
Yeah. Or them come and them say, I want to play, you know, me have talent. And then I'm like, whoa, you're not going to just walk into surgery and say, me think you can operate on somebody. And so it's taking it seriously. A lot of the most successful actors in this world have studied the craft, even if they went in accidentally. They do workshops all the time. Denzel does Broadway, even though he's done so much film because he wants to sharpen his skills. Mm-hmm. So it's something that you have to continuously work at and be serious about it. If you're not serious about it, not bother with it. It not gonna work.
All right.
Not gonna work. You have to be serious about it.
Okay, good. Now, my mother gave me this plant.
Hey, mama.
It's called a ZZ plant.
Yeah.
And she said a money plant. Let me tell you something.
Oh, for the rub it?
Yeah, touch it. I want you to touch it because for 2021, me gonna be one of them people that will say, me want in a ring games tree.
Yeah.
We talked about 5 other people. We're not even actor, actress. We say, yeah man, Dahlia figure cast me. Me want in the too. Me want make money, you want make money. Touch me ZZ plant. This is now a contract between us that we're going to be making money through me being on ring game. Thank you. Dahlia, you couldn't come through to be on the Being Broadtail podcast without getting something from Broadtail. And I know you have a Broadtail piece already, but yeah, I gotta have more. So I have a little gift here for you. It's a new piece from Broadtail. I know you like our cover-ups.
Yes.
So I got you one.
Yes.
And also, yeah, girl, our friends from Morgan's Creek. I don't know if you know Morgan's Creek, but she have the best things for your body. She's up by Sovereign.
Sovereign, yeah.
Yes. And so she sent a gift for you too. So big up Joni from Morgan's Creek. You get a nice little gift. Yeah, from Morgan's Creek.
I'm going to put on my cover up and go to
Dahlia, you know me like pose and picture, right?
Oh, yes.
And so me could not have no production at all and posing in there. So this segment of our Being Broadtail podcast is called the Sleek Confidence Pose. And me and you are going to get up and we're going to do a very best pose. And Sleek is going to capture us. I serious something? Are you ready about this? No, me not play you laugh though. No, but me serious about you and you laugh though.
Let's do
no,
it.
me take it serious. Me don't know if you can pose like me. You ready?
Well, I'm going to try.
All right, let's
try.
go.
Flash, flash and feel it. Flash, flash and feel it. Flash, flash and feel it. Hey, it's like
Dahlia, I want to thank you so much for coming through. You really dropped some good gems on us, especially for the persons who want to get into the creative arts, how they can do it, the importance of hard work, the importance of creating your own roles for yourself and being confident. And I just want to really thank you for supporting, always being Broadtail beautiful and being comfortable in your skin.
Thank you for having me. Yes, man. I got put you in our skin. We have a comfortable night.
I want to thank my audience for tuning in this week. You know how we do at Being Broadtail. We start the weekend on a Thursday. And I know you want to know who's going to be my guest for next week. So you must tune in. And listen, you know I always say, having more is a plus. So stop trying to distract plus size women into thinking negative about our bodies. Thank you.
Jason is constantly on his phone, even on special occasions. He's ensuring that they're covered with eLife. Life insurance you can purchase online, anytime, anywhere. It's easy. Choose your life insurance coverage, apply, and pay online.
Living the eLife easy.
Live the eLife with Sagicor Life.